Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about lower time frame trading and using demand and supply using our strategies here. So the strategy we are going to be using is one. However, we are going to be using it and the opposite of it. This one that I always talk about daily. So it is going to be rally, base, rally, then demand zone, price comes here, buys. Then for the sell side, you're going to be looking at both of them. It's going to be drop, base, drop, price comes here, and then it drops for the sell side. So now it is going to be a lower time frame trading. So we're going to be looking mainly at the 1 hour. That is why we're going to be looking for our setups. Remember, I told you, just come to the charts, look out for the setups. Then when you see the setups, execute the trade and then wait for the outcomes. So you're going to be looking for both setups, sell and buy setups. Okay, so I think we shall start with gold. This is Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin has been in downtrend, but it has not been retesting the supply zones that it has been leaving. So first things first, identify the supply zones that you see that are clearly visible on the charts. We have this one here. Price did not come to retest for the downward, it just continued to the downside. And then we had one here. But this one was hidden, so you couldn't use it. See, price came, broke structure here, came, tapped in, and then dropped down. So it is one that was hidden, so using it would have been hard. And then we had another one here. It was not used. Let me see, let me draw the whole candle. Price barely touched it with, I think, half of a pip, and then it dropped. So they're all good supply zones, but price did not use them. So we shall not focus on that. We're going to go to gold. I want to start with gold. Identify the setups, guys. Remember, identify the setups and then execute the trade. This can work whether you're a swing trader or you are a day trader or a scalper. So for example, you're in the 1 hour. If you wanted to swing, simple. Just identify the setup and then trade in the direction of the high time frame trend. Simple. So now we are on gold. What do we see? Let's start from here. We see that price made a drop, a base, a drop, breaking this previous structure here. Let me show you. Price clearly broke the previous structure here. This was a demand zone that was not respected. This was a very good demand zone that broke structure. However, price broke it after coming back, just went through it, breaking structure to the downside, meaning we have changed. Well, there's a shift of guys, have a lot of sleep. There's a shift of structure there. So after this break of structure, that is now when we identify our valid supply zone. Just mark that candle very, very well. This one here, this green candle here, like that, the incision candle. So there is a valid break of structure here. This is a high, this is a low, this is a high. So this is our low that has to be protected. So there's a valid break of structure here. Price comes, break through the structure and closes below with 1, 2, 3, 4 1 hour candles, and then try to go up, then still broke the structure even further. So this is a valid supply zone. So you just mark it very well and then target the previous stop loss slightly above, that was 90 pips, and then target the previous low, which is this. That is 1:3, 350 pips. You're risking 90 pips to make 350 pips. And then price continued to the downside up to where it is right now, 1:5, 480 pips, almost 500 pips in just one setup. Okay, so that one, let's ignore it and then look for another setup. Let me just put this one here for reference. So there's another setup here. If you could see it, there is a drop, a base, then a drop. You see these red candles that are dropping, and then there is a breakout structure here. There's a breakout structure here. How? Because this candle closed below, you see this red candle closed below this zone here. So this makes this supply zone valid. However, this was a risky area. You could enter with minimum risk. So what do we do? Put a stop loss slightly above and then target the previous high, the previous low, which is 1:4, 300 pips. You got around 500, and here you got 300 pips. Okay, 300 pips. So that is around 800 pips, all combined just in one simple move with one simple setup. So just learn this setup. It is very easy to learn. Identify the zones, the breakout structures, then identify the direction of the market, then trade with confidence in that direction. So I think we will proceed and go to another pair, so such that, okay, let me just look for another setup here that corresponds that. I can see another one, guys. I can see another one. This one, the most beautiful one. This was the most beautiful one. Price was in a downtrend. If you can see, this is a drop, a base, a drop. Look at the move from here. 1, 2 candles broke the structure here, leaving a supply zone up here. If you could mark that zone, that wick, that candle very, very well. Wait, if you don't mark it well, you're going to miss the trade. So that is that is the zone, but I think that was a sniper entry, or the spreads will trigger you in. I'm not sure, but it was a very, very good zone, very good zone, one that you would trade any day. Very good zone. And look at what happened, guys. Look at what happened. Stop loss slightly above there, 50 pips, and then target the previous low, which is 320 pips, 1:6, and then it dropped further up to 600 pips. 600 pips on lot size 1, that is $6,000, guys. $6,000 on just one move. And of course, price made another one here, drop, base, drop, with the supply zone here, but this one was not a clear one. However, it was not respected. You would enter that, but you would be stopped out because now price was looking to go to the upside, but already you're comfortable with the money you got out of this move, so you should be happy. So that is for gold. Let me just look for another pair such that we don't see. Let me go to the most traded one, Euro USD. So Euro USD, already there is a setup here. However, this is not the one like the ones I'm teaching, but it's still the same. We have a rally, a base, a rally, that price went up, so it left for us a demand zone in this area here. So you enter your entries there, like that, and target the previous high. However, that is a 1:3, but price reached a 1:2. It reached a 1:3, guys. Reached a 1:3 and then started retracing. So 1:3 is enough. You don't have to be greedy. So that is one. Let's look for another one. I always want a rally based rally setups that go and break the structure. Those are the setups that I want, that I always want to trade. Always working out. So here I don't see any, so we can just track behind. Maybe what I'm going to do, let me just stretch way back such that we can spot them. So let's start from here now that they're telling us that our plan stops there. So let's start from here, guys. This is good. So now we have a rally, a base, a rally. However, this did not break the previous structure. But what it did is also equivalent to breaking the previous structure. I want you to look at the move away from that area. In the session candle, look at that huge green candle. This one here shows you that there were a lot of buyers in that area. So you come and mark this candle very well, like that. Yes, and then you enter your positions like that. Stop loss slightly below. This one you would put 15 pips, and then target the previous high first, that is 1:2, and then let it run. That is a 1:6. 1:6, guys. And if you could hold, it retraced a bit and even went higher. Retraced a bit and went to 200 pips. That is a 1:12. Went a 1:12. 200 pips to the upside. So we proceed, and 200 pips to the upside, but same setup. So we proceed and see whether we can get another one. Just look for this. There was a setup here, but this one was not that clear. So using it, yes, you would have gotten some good move. Even hit a 1:2, but it was not clear. It is not one of the trades that I would take. Okay, so we have another setup here. This is a drop, a base, a drop, breaking this previous structure here to the downside. So we enter from up here. Now this is some hidden shit. Some hidden shit. We enter from up here and then target the previous low. Stop loss slightly above 12 pips, targeting the previous low, which is 1:3, 42 pips, just like that. And we do move. Get your pips and then move. So let's go. This was good. There was a break of structure. However, price did not retest this area, and then when it came back, it just went through. So this is a trade that I would enter, and it is a trade that I would lose. Why? Because you see there's a break of structure here, price broke structure and closed below, and then there was a good supply zone in this area. So price did not retest on the supply zone. Price never retested. It almost reached but did not reach there, and then it dropped. So when it came, it did not react from the area to come down, just went through the zone and then immediately came down. So I think there must be a high time frame zone above there. So let us proceed. There was also another break of structure here, which is this was a good break of structure with a jump. Then there is a supply zone here. Then price threatens to come back, and when it came back, I think this was manipulation, because still price reacted from nowhere. There is no supply zone here. There is nothing here price to react from. So price reacted from nowhere. This was a, now you see there is this huge engulfing candle that creates this imbalance to the downside. Then there is a jump here creating a supply zone. However, there is another huge engulfing candle breaking through the supply zone to come and react in this imbalance here, and then falls down. So it is true price had not changed the direction to bullish. However, the market makers just wanted to manipulate price and then continue. So those are things that you should be ready for. We have another zone here, another big zone here that was not reacted from. 1, 2, 3. Then we broke structure here. So it was good this one to come and react from the zone and drop. It did not react from the zone. So this one, by the moment the price makes another low, it is advisable that you quit this area, because if price comes back to that area, just as a height is not going to hold and price will just spear through the area. So okay, let us proceed. There is another one here, rally base, rally. These are the zones that I want. If you look at this zone very clearly, you can see that price made a rally, a base, 4 indecision candles and an engulfing candle, breaking 1 2 3, breaking this structure, 3 candles breaking this structure. Good move. This is an A plus move that I would trade any day, anytime. However, price did not come back to the area. It just proceeded to the upside. The buy momentum was also high. There's another one here, rally base rally, breaking the structure, huge move away. Price did not come back to the area. It just proceeded to the upside. Okay. So now we proceed. Guys, the video is already 16 minutes. I'm not proceeding. I am not proceeding, guys. Video is already 15 minutes. Let me just get one setup for you guys and then I call it a quit. So there is one here. Good. Now these are the perfect setups I've been talking about. There is rally, base, rally, and then we broke the structure here. There's a break of structure here. You see, rally, base, rally, breaking structure here. So what you do, just mark your indecision candles clearly, mark them clearly like that, and then put your entries there. Put your entries there slightly below. That is risking 20 pips to make 80 pips. That is 1 is to 4, and then you would drag this factor to 1 is to what? That is 200 pips. That you drag it to 1 is to 10. 1 is to 10. Just one simple move, and then price gave you up to 1 is to 10. So I think that is all, guys. I'll stop there for today. If you've learned something from the video, don't forget to like the video. Also subscribe to the channel as we continue growing our community of traders. We are above 500 subscribers, so we want more people to keep on joining. New stuff will be coming. Premium content is coming soonest. So that is all, guys. Thank you and goodbye.